Hey guys, we're going to do a quick lesson on systems of equations solved by graphing. Okay, so there's different ways to solve systems of equations. The first one that we're going to discuss is to graph them both. All right, so let's review some notes that we already took. We have, okay, so talking about solutions. If you have two lines that intersect, there is one solution. That one solution is the point that they share. Okay, so intersecting lines have one solution. If you have a line that lies on top of another line, you have infinitely many solutions. Okay, they are overlapping. And then if you have parallel lines that will never touch, there's no intersection at all, there will not be a solution. Okay. So here's an example. We have two different equations and we want to solve it by graphing. So our first step is to make sure that you have it in the right form. So step one is make sure it's in y equals mx plus b form. If I look at both of these, they are. Okay. Step two is going to be graph each line. So let's go ahead and graph the line, and I'm going to draw it with different colors. So I'm going to do the first one, okay? So this guy is going to be green. All right, I look, here is my M, here is my B. Remember, your B is your y-intercept, okay? So if I start at 0, 0, my y-intercept is at 1. So I draw my little point there. Then I look over at my slope. Now, even though there's no number in front of the x, there is always a 1. We just don't write it. So my slope is -1/3. So that means I'm going to go down 1 to the right 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you can do it again from that point. Down 1/3. 1, 2, 3. Down 1/3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we are going to, well, I lost my ruler. Okay. We are going to draw that. Draw that line. When you draw your lines, make sure that you have arrows on both ends. They are lines, so they go on forever. So that is that one. The next one I'm going to do in red. So if I'm looking here, I see my y-intercept as -4. So I always start at 0, 0, and I go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make your point. Now, again, with the x, there is a 1 in front of it. So it's 1/2 and it's positive. So I go up 1/2. Can do it again. Up 1/2. Up 1/2. I see that they share that point together. So we're going to draw this line. Now, our third step is to actually state the solution. Now, the solution is the point. So your solution has an x value and a y value, okay? So what is the x value of this point? If you start at 0, 0, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is my x. And from my y-axis, I went down 1. -1 is my y. So the solution to these systems of equations is 6, -1. It is the point that they share. All right, we're going to do another one. Again, our steps are the same. Our first step is to make sure that it's in y equals mx plus b form. Well, these are not. So that's our first step. We have to get it into y equals mx plus b form first. So I'm going to actually add this y to the other side. Cancels out. 0 doesn't change anything. So I have a 3x equals y. I'm just going to rewrite that y equals 3x. Now, there is a y-intercept. When it's not listed, we know it's 0. Okay? For the other one, I'm going to add the y to the other side, but then I have to add the 2 to this side. Those cancel, I get y equals x plus 2, and I'm just going to change that around. So I haven't changed anything, I just flipped it, okay? So the x is still positive, the 2 is still positive, the y is still positive. All right, so let's graph these. So for the first one, 0, 0 is my y-intercept. I know that. And then I look at my slope. My slope is 3 over 1. So it's up 3 because it's positive. 1, 2, 3 to the right 1. I can do it again. 1, 2, 3 to the right 1. 1, 2, 3 to the right 1. Okay, we're going to draw that one. And if you don't have a ruler, find anything with a straight edge. A book, a binder, a folder, a magazine, something. All right, so that line is drawn. Now I'm going to draw this line. So I look and I say, okay, well my b is positive 2, so I start at 0, 0, and I go up to 2, make my point. Now I look and see what my slope is. Remember, there's a 1 in front of that x. How do you write 1 as a fraction? It's 1 over 1. So up 1, over 1. Right there. They share that point. So you can draw this line. And then you just have to tell me what is that point. So I start at 0, 0. How do I get there with x? I go over 1. So I know x is a positive 1. How far up do I have to go? 1, 2, 3. Positive 3. So the answer or solution to these two equations is 1, 3. All right, good luck, guys.